Hello everyone! Today is a glorious day, because today I'm gonna tell you that Dungeon Village 2 is out on the Switch. And for those of you who haven't seen my first video about Dungeon Village and don't know what it is, I'll give you a bit of an introduction. The Dungeon Village games are a city builder with RPG elements. In these games you focus on building a village that evolves constantly. You get new buildings, new heroes that moves in, and all you do is manage it and gives out quests to the heroes. They do it for you. You get rewards, they get XP. You get up your village rating, which means that you unlock more buildings that you can build, and so on and so on. Monsters come, bosses come, and it keeps going until you beat the boss in the end. And just like in the first game, there are 5 levels you need to complete. So what is the biggest difference between Dungeon Village 1 and Dungeon Village 2? Well, one of the most obvious things is that there are a lot more heroes in Dungeon Village 2. More classes. And most importantly, you can do stuff that you felt a bit of frustration about in the first one, like sending out heroes on 2 quests at the same time, even 3 quests. No, in Dungeon Village 1 you have to cancel one quest to start another. Here you can do multiple ones. And for your research cauldron, in Dungeon Village 1 you can only add 1 item at a time, a single one. Here you can add an item at any quantity that you want. The biggest cauldron can hold up to 30 items, so if you got 30 ripe bananas, you can throw them all in the cauldron at the same time, and that saves so much time in animation and stuff, and that's a big plus. And of course, one of the most wonderful things they ever could have added to this game, the Monster Tamer. Have you ever looked at one of the opponents and felt like, oh shit, I would like that one as a pet? Well, thanks to this occupation, now you can do that. As long as you get these quests where you attack a bunch of monsters, like the ones when there's a horde of 10 snakes, send in a Monster Tamer, and if you're lucky, one of them will join you. And the best part is, it's not the Monster Tamer itself that keeps the pet if you don't want to. You actually gives the pet to the one that you want to give it to. So let's say you have a knight and catch a rabbit and thinks, hey, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is quite funny about when the rabbit attacks the knight. You know what? Let's call it the Holy Beast and give it to the knight. And you can do that. And I just love it. Also, when the hero and the beast becomes close enough friends, they can mount them. The heroes, that is. Like for me, my hero, Dragon, has a snake, and when he rides into battle on that snake, it just looks awesome. Another major thing that is an upgrade from Dungeon Village 1 to Dungeon Village 2 is that you get NPCs that run around your village and actually becomes an extra income when you unlock them. Like for example the Rusty Geezer. If you want a bunch of old men running around your town, well, they like booze. So if you got places that serve booze, or soda pop as it's called in this game, but we all know the reference, well, the old men will come, so to say. And I must say, this game is such an upgrade from the first one. I'm so happy it actually came out on the Switch, and I can say that I already played, well, I think it's about 50 hours or so, and I bought it about 5 days ago, so it's a hard 10 hours a day, and I just love it. It costs around 10 bucks and it's worth every penny. It's new enough to not be on a sale at the moment, but that will change pretty soon because Kairosoft has this pattern where they shortly after release starts to dumping the price with, let's say, 2 bucks, and after a while it drops even more. But that just makes it a perfect cheap game to buy. But if you played the first one and loved it, don't hesitate, pay the full price, you won't regret it one bit, trust me. And one last extra feature that they added that I need to tell you about is what happens after the end game when you beat the final boss. Well, you know what? They let you take up to 5 of your favorite adventurers and move to a new town, in a new place, where you start it all over again, instead of just doing the same map over and over. They give you options this time, and like I said many times before in this video, I love it.